Ever had someone try to push your buttons and you almost snapped? That split second where your peace starts to shake, your heartbeat rises, and you think, why am I letting them get to me? Here's the thing, the Stoics never let that moment own them. They mastered the art of staying calm in the chaos. They knew the real power isn't in controlling others, it's in controlling yourself. Because when your emotions stay still, their words lose power. You become the quiet one in the room who doesn't flinch, and that silence, it unsettles people. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do the same, how to become emotionally untouchable, no matter who tries to provoke you. Because when you learn these 7 Stoic rules, nothing anyone says can break your peace again. Rule number 1, control what you can, release what you can't. Most people spend their lives trying to control everything, what others say, how they act, how the world treats them. And that's exactly why they suffer. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic knows there are 2 zones in life, the zone of control and the zone of chaos. One belongs to you, the other never did. When you focus on what's yours, your actions, your words, your mindset, life becomes lighter. When you obsess over what's not, other people, outcomes, opinions, life becomes noise. So when something frustrates you, pause and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, drop it immediately. That's not indifference, that's wisdom. Because peace doesn't come from controlling more. It comes from caring less about what you never could control in the first place. Rule number 2, expect everything, be surprised by nothing. Here's why most people get wrecked emotionally. They expect life to be fair. They expect people to be kind, outcomes to be smooth, plans to go as imagined. And every time reality breaks that illusion, they fall apart. The Stoic doesn't. He wakes up knowing that delays will happen, people will disappoint, and plans will collapse. And because he expects it, he's unshakable when it does. Seneca said, "He who expects misfortune takes away its power when it comes." So instead of saying, "Why me?" say, "Of course. Of course there will be problems. Of course someone will test my patience. But none of it can touch me, because I saw it coming." The Stoic isn't pessimistic, he's prepared. He doesn't expect comfort, he trains for chaos. That's why when chaos comes, he's already calm. Rule number 3, respond, don't react. Most people are slaves to impulse. They hear something they don't like, they snap. Someone disrespects them, they explode. They think they're showing strength, but all they're showing is control, lost. The Stoic doesn't react, he responds. He slows the world down. Between what happens and what you do, there's a small space. That space is power. That space is where the Stoic lives. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When someone tries to provoke you, just breathe, watch them. Every second you don't react, you're taking back control. Because here's the truth, anyone can shout, anyone can get angry, but very few can stay calm when they're being tested. And the calm person always wins. Rule number 4, value discipline over emotion. You'll never be emotionally untouchable if your emotions are in charge. Anger, fear, pride, they're terrible leaders. The Stoic feels everything, but he's ruled by nothing. He uses emotion as information, not instruction. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That's the heart of Stoicism, mastery. Think about it. Anyone can act on emotion, but only a disciplined person can sit with emotion and still do the right thing. Discipline doesn't kill feeling, it guides it. It's saying, yes, I feel angry, but I'll act with reason. Yes, I'm afraid, but I'll still move forward. That strength most people will never know, because they confuse expression with power. But power isn't what explodes outward, it's what stays contained under perfect control. Rule number 5, don't take things personally. Here's one that will save you from 90% of the emotional pain. Stop taking things personally. Most of what people say and do has nothing to do with you. It's just a mirror of their own chaos, their fears, their wounds. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When someone does you wrong, blame not the doer but yourself for expecting anything different." When someone insults you, they're revealing their state, not describing your worth. When someone lies, they're showing you their weakness, not defining your value. So when you feel attacked, don't defend yourself. Observe. Smile even, because they're exposing themselves. The Stoic doesn't let another person's storm reach his inner calm. He doesn't build walls, he builds understanding. And understanding protects you better than armor. So next time someone tries to pull you down, just think, they're projecting, not reflecting. Then walk away with your peace untouched. Rule number 6. Choose peace over victory. Here's what most people don't get. Peace and pride can't live in the same room. You can either be right or you can be calm. The Stoic always chooses calm. He knows some arguments aren't meant to be won, they're meant to be left behind. He knows silence can end fights that shouting never will. Epictetus said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize your mind is complicit in the provocation." So the next time someone tries to drag you into chaos, don't play. Don't defend, don't explain, just say, "You might be right." That's not to surrender, it's control. Because the goal isn't to win the argument, the goal is to keep your peace. And here's the irony. The moment you stop trying to win, you already have. People remember that kind of calm. They may not admit it, but they feel it. And they'll never forget how unbothered you were when they tried to shake you. Rule number 7. Practice negative visualization. This one's uncomfortable, and that's why it works. Negative visualization means imagining loss before it happens. Not to be dark, but to wake up your gratitude. The Stoics would picture losing everything, their homes, their health, even the people they loved, so that when life was peaceful, they didn't take it for granted. Seneca said, "He robs present ills of their power who have already seen their coming." Think about that. When you imagine what you could lose, you stop living like it'll last forever. You appreciate harder, you complain less, and if the loss actually comes, it doesn't break you, because you've already met it in your mind. The Stoic knows everything is borrowed, and because he knows that, he holds things gently, never desperately. That's emotional invincibility, loving deeply but never clinging. The Stoic mindset. Here's what ties it all together. The Stoic doesn't live to avoid emotion. He lives to master it. He doesn't fight the storm, he becomes the calm inside it. He doesn't chase peace, he builds it. That's why nothing touches him. Not insults, not failure, not loss. Because when your peace comes from within, the world can't take it. So let's put it all together. Control what you can, release what you can't. Expect everything, be surprised by nothing. Respond, don't react. Value discipline over emotion. Don't take things personally. Choose peace over victory. Practice negative visualization. Each rule is a layer of armor, and once you wear it long enough, people start to feel it. They sense your calm, they notice your silence. They realize you can't be shaken, and that changes how they treat you. Because here's the truth, emotional control is rare, and whatever's rare becomes powerful. So the next time life tries to test you, remember, you don't need to prove your strength. You just need to be it. That's how you become emotionally untouchable. That's the Stoic way.